say the last time I spoke in an auditorium like this, there was a lot of old oak panelling and oak desks, and somebody pretty keen to take my photograph. I can't think why. And I said, I'll be there, and I missed my step. Did a Superman impression. Landed up in hospital with 6 stitches, so I'm not going to do any of the fancy stuff today. Just stick to the material. Firstly, I'm thrilled to be here. I was thrilled to take part in Breakdown Britain originally, and I have to say I learned so much from it, and it indeed touched my soul when you had to see what people were grappling with in our society. So I'm a signed up member of trying to make life better for those that we all exist to serve. We have a team, a group, they're energised, they're ready for action, and I'm trying to keep them as busy as I can. So if you've got anything you think you want to contribute, then please tell us. I would also like to thank Devon and Tom for their outstanding support, which makes the job much easier. So they're both here, again, if you've got something for them. So why are we doing this again? Why are we going back and looking again? Firstly, of all the things that our society faces at the moment, economic dependency and worklessness is a huge problem. And we really believe that work is the most effective route out of poverty. It's a hard thing to look for jobs at the moment. The labour market is very tight, but we will not shirk from trying to turn every stone to find every intervention that we can that helps people become independent in every sense. And we want to explore again. We want to go back to the drawing board and find those effective solutions to the practical and structural obstacles which people still face. So out there, we are desperately hoping that there are people who've got great ideas, great innovations, that indeed will make a difference. What are we looking at? Well, it will come as no surprise to you that we are looking at youth unemployment. And we are looking, like so many others, at prevention rather than cure. What is working and what isn't working, because we don't want to do more of that. It will make a real difference. We want to drill down and have a real understanding of the barriers that prevent our young people from making an effective transition from school to work. I recently were with a group of young people who'd had an opportunity to do a training programme in Burberry. Of course, every young person's dream. I mean, I bet we all aspire to own a Burberry raincoat. I'm sure we do. And 60 most challenging young people in the Burberry establishment, and 38 of them have got jobs with Burberry, which is a fantastic achievement. And the chief executive, who, you know, she's only got to say something and everybody comes running. She's only got to say she wants this or she wants to do that, and the world's with her. And she said to these young people, you know, Burberry, we strive for the best, we strive for profits, we strive for quality, but being with you in this last month or so has just absolutely made me realise what huge talent we've got. And these young people, they were walking on air. And then she said, and just to prove it all, she railed in 2 racks of coats and gave them each one £800 a pop. That's what makes the difference to young people's lives. We will not accept the status quo, and we will not accept that because the labour market's difficult, that it doesn't mean we can't help young people make an effective transition. We're going to look at in-work poverty. The cost of living, energy bills have risen by 30% in the last 5 years. The cost of getting to work is rising, and we still have some of the most expensive childcare in the country. One of the things that's really niggling me, and I want to get to the bottom of, is I want to understand why it is that if you're unemployed in London, you can get subsidised travel from Transport for London, but if you're on the work programme, you can't. Okay, so please, anybody who got the answer to that, let us know. And that's the sort of thing we're going to be digging at. We know that work must pay. The universal credit will do much to rectify this, but it will not be the whole answer. And the other thing we want to do is we want to look at when somebody gets a job and we die and go to heaven, we think it's marvellous. But when they've got that job, how can we help them progress in work? And then, of course, we're going to look at the informal economy. We're going to make no statements, no judgments about this, but we want to understand what it is. What does it mean to people? What does it mean to employers? And we want to see what the role of the universal credit is going to mean for those involved in the informal economy. And I'm thrilled that we've got Maeve McGoldrick from Community Links helping us. One of the other things we're going to look at is the commissioning model. You know, it's all very well us thinking that we can come up with social impact bonds and social finance, but there is a gap in the commissioning standards and models that exist at the moment, and we want to make sure that we're in the best possible place to enable those who can do the best job to play their full role. So as I said, our group is energised. We're looking forward to producing our report, and if there's anybody here that's sitting on a real good answer, a real silver bullet, then we are the team for you to share with us. So thank you very much.